Hey guys, welcome to my channel Hammonds Hobbies. My name's Glenn and today we're going to be looking at two of Lewis Hamilton rookie cards that are going head to head this week in a golden auction. So we're going to see which one the market determines as the true holy grail of the F1 collectible card space. Let's get right into today's video. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge apology. I am actually bunged up at the moment, so I may sound off. My voice may dip in and out of being normal and deeper. I was up all night, coughing, sneezing. So if you see any bits edited out of this video, it's probably because I'm having a sneezing or a coughing fit. Also, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that's been smashing up the like button on these videos, and also to the new subscribers. Welcome to this channel. We talk about all things F1 collectible card. So join us on that journey. Also, you can join the Facebook group where there's almost 1,000 of us now, all talking about buying, selling, trading, box breaks, all things F1 related memes. And that is F1 Sports Cards on Facebook. Nice and simple, easy to remember. Also, you can follow me over on Whatnot if you want to join me for one of my live Whatnot live streams where I sell cards starting from £1 upwards. If you use the link in the description down below, you can get £10 worth of free credit when you sign up to the platform for the very first time. So make sure you take advantage of that. I would like to think you'd use that £10 to buy cards from myself, but it's entirely up to you. You can use it however you see fit. If you want to purchase cards 24/7 and you don't want to wait for me to go live on one of those Whatnot live streams, you can head on over to hammondshobbies.com where you can purchase cards 24/7 to your heart's delight. And I have over 50,000 F1 cards all listed. And if you are interested in any cards to try and complete your sets, you can use the code F1 Sports Cards to get 10% off your entire order just for being a watcher of this video. Right, let's get into today's subject. And before we talk about the Lewis Hamilton rookie cards that are going up for auction this week, I do want to give a big shout out to Marcus Cards over on eBay. He's the gentleman that actually helped me accumulate that complete set of Formula E cards that if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I suggest you go back and watch that one. I showed off the entire 2003 set, including the Lewis Hamilton rookie card that we're featuring in today's video. Marcus Cards also was the gentleman that submitted a lot of the data and research for PSA before making their decision to grade this F3 card. So actually he's one of the reasons why the card is fetching such high values as of today. So if you want to learn more about the Formula E and MotoGP set cards, then I would recommend that you get in contact with Marcus Cards over on eBay. I will put the link to his eBay store in the description down below. I'm not affiliated with him or work with him in any way, shape or form, but he was very helpful and very informative to me, and I'd like to give him a shout out. He did say that he didn't want any sort of shout out, but I'm giving it to him because he helped me out and I really appreciated it. Right, so let's talk about Lewis Hamilton rookie cards. Now, if you've never used this website Goldin before, Goldin is like eBay. It's an auction website, but they specialize in sports memorabilia and high-end items. When you actually submit an item for sale, it's not like eBay where you just take a picture and list it. You have to actually send them the item and they have it in their possession first, then they list it and they deal with the delivery of the item once it's won from auction. That gives buyers confidence that the card is as described and it's in hand. So people tend to put higher end items on here and they tend to fetch maybe higher sums of money than what potentially they would go for on eBay. So if we search Lewis Hamilton on this list, we'll see that there's 4 Lewis Hamilton cards. It's not that many actually. And the top 2 are Lewis Hamilton F3 from the Formula E and MotoGP set, which we saw in yesterday's video, and also this Futura 2006. I don't actually own one of these cards, but I'm always on the lookout for one. So if you do know of one going as a raw card or cheap, please get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. But these are Lewis Hamilton rookie cards. I use a website called Trading Card Database. And they actually list sort of every Lewis Hamilton card. So if you really want to go through and try and collect every single Lewis Hamilton card image, head on over to ccdb.com and then search Lewis Hamilton, and it comes up with every single card. Now, if you want the first fully licensed product on any card or sticker, then realistically you're looking at the Chrome 2020 set. I actually would dispute that and say that TurboTax was in there first, but this is Topps' first hobby product that they produced with a full licensing agreement between them and the licensing holders of F1, and they produced that set. So that is the first fully licensed product that you can purchase on the market now. Now, the very first image of that set is card number 1, and that is Lewis Hamilton in this base portrait card. I'm sure you guys have seen this one many times before, and actually they have a image variation of Lewis Hamilton in that set, which is again image card number 1, but it's a refractor and it's him sitting on a tire there in this pose. So it's an image variation. Now, this was a short print run of this card, so they were very far and few between. So that means that this Lewis Hamilton one, sells for a lot more money than the normal base version. But because Formula One is typically a European sport, and it had been for many years. Now, obviously, it's more in the Middle East, Asia, America, and Europe. There was a lot of different card set, sticker collections that came out. If you look at Ferrari, a lot of Panini sticker collections came out featuring Ferrari images and cards and Michael Schumacher over the years. So there's quite a long history of those. But for Lewis Hamilton, there is actually only a few cards that came out before that Topps fully licensed product came out. And that is some of these Top Trump and Top Ass cards which you could collect. There's also the Sports Illustrator for kids, where there was a Lewis Hamilton from 2009 where you had to rip it out of a cardboard page out of a magazine, a bit like the Formula E set cards. So those are very difficult to grade, and there's not many of those about. And then eventually the market or the hobby decided that obviously the true rookie card and the sort of holy grail of the F1 collectible card world was this Futura 2006 prospect card of Lewis Hamilton before he got into F1. It says on the card next, and it has in gold writing Hamilton, and it has a bit about Lewis Hamilton on the back before he got into F1. And we've seen this card go up for sale at Goldin as well, oddly enough, and reach figures in the sort of like $250,000 range plus in the past, because people jumped on the bandwagon that Formula One was going up and up and up in value, and this is going to be one of the holy grails of that set. And people thought that this was Lewis Hamilton's very first and earliest known image, which it was up until about a year ago. So fast forward up to a year ago, and we actually have this Formula E card from the Czech Republic, as we saw yesterday with my video of the complete set. This card is actually from Lewis Hamilton's F3 days. If you don't know how the Formules work, you typically have the lower end Formules single seaters. So you have like Formula Renault, Formula Nissan, Formula BMW series. And when you work your way up through those categories, then you went into Formula 3, Formula 2, and then eventually into Formula One. So this is Lewis Hamilton at one of those really early Formula series. He actually was sort of fast-tracked in that process because he was sponsored by McLaren all those years ago when he got picked up by Ron Dennis. So there isn't many of him in any earlier, or I say any images of him in earlier series featured on a card or sticker. So this is now considered Lewis Hamilton's true rookie card. And to compound the fact that this is actually a higher grade than the current Futura card that's available. This is a PSA 9, whereas the other one is a PSA 8. They are both going head to head in an auction this week. They both end Thursday at 2 a.m. So it's going to be really interesting to see which one of these is going to demand the most amount of money? Which one is going to be considered the more desirable card and product to actually collect? And I believe the F3 one will beat the Futura card, in my personal opinion, just because it is a higher grade and it is now considered widely as his true rookie card. Now, another card may come out and it may be of him in some of the earlier series. It may be of him in go-karting days, and it will be seen as Lewis Hamilton's new rookie card. But for now, at this point in time, they're both going up in the same market conditions, both in sort of like the cost of living crisis, and also in the UK and in America, talks of recession going on and house prices going down, stocks and shares going down, cryptocurrencies going down. A lot of the card market has gone down as well. So not only would that a Futura card, forget even if this Formula E card came out or not, I believe it would have gone down in value anyway, because it would be seen as a Holy Grail card, which I still believe it to be a Holy Grail, one of them anyway. And I would love to own one. So if you have one as a raw one that you'd love to sell me or trade or whatever, please get in touch, because I'm always after any Lewis Hamilton cards. I don't care whether it's licensed, unlicensed, featured in whatever sets. I just like collecting stuff of Lewis Hamilton. So, you know, I'm not in that bandwagon. Some people feel that the Futura is the true rookie card for Lewis Hamilton because it was actually featured in a card sealed pack collection. So you have to open packs to pull this card. It's a more premium product. It's in a thicker cardboard with sort of like this gold embedded writing. So it was just seen as a more premium product. Or you have the Formula 3 card. A lot of people see that as a true rookie card because it's dated at an earlier time than this one. Whichever camp that you sit in, to me, I don't really care. I would like to own one of every single Lewis Hamilton card. And if I go back to that website TCDB, obviously it has every single Lewis Hamilton card featured on here. Eventually I want to own at least one of every single one of these cards, whether they're licensed or not, because to me they're pieces of history. They're images that bring back memories, especially for me. I've followed Lewis Hamilton before he was in F1, so I like to collect all things Lewis Hamilton. But the market, forgetting my opinion or your opinion, that doesn't matter. The market is now going to decide which Lewis Hamilton card is the true one or the most desirable one, because they're going head to head in this golden auction. They're both ending at the same point in time. One's a PSA 9, one's a PSA 8, so they're both very high graded cards. Both of them don't have many competitors on the market. Like, there isn't too many of the F3 cards about. This is only the second PSA 9 that's known in existence. The Futura one, I believe there is a PSA 9 one of this floating about. This is quite a high grade PSA 8. A lot of these that have come through haven't even been graded in terms of a number by PSA. A lot of them that I've seen coming up are actually just graded authenticated. If you don't know what that means, when you grade a card with PSA, you can either ask them to grade it with a number out of 10, or you can just get them to say, yes, this is a authentic card, which means that it's not a fake card. So you can pay for that service with PSA. And a lot of these Futura cards that I've seen come up have been graded in that way. They are just considered authenticated cards. But this one is actually a PSA 8. So this one is a rarer one of the bunch of Futura cards that are out there. So I still believe that this one is going to demand a decent chunk of money. How much, I don't know. But the last one of this F3 card sold for just under $40,000 with the buyer's premium. The Futura card massively went up. Like I say, over $250,000 it went for its initial, but the exact same card with the same PSA number, so it was the exact physical same card, went back up, and I believe then the second time round it only sold for $30,000 or something like that. So someone lost a big chunk of money in that. So we don't know what now this one is going to go for, so it's going to be interesting to see out of these two rookie cards which one is going to come out on tops. The Formula 3 version currently sitting at bids of $10,000. That's with one bid. With the buyer's premium, it comes to $12,000. And the Futura card is currently at $2,300, and with the buyer's premium comes to $2,760. So the F3 card is demanded at the moment about a 4x over the Futura card. But saying that, we still have 3 days left. Formula 3 card that was up had 0 bids all the way up until 48 hours before the auction ended. So this really may not jump up in valuation until right at the end of this, as all auctions do. So it's going to be interesting to see which one goes for more money. My bet is the F3 card, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which card do you feel is the true Lewis Hamilton rookie card? Do you feel that rookie cards should come from a licensed product? Should it come from sealed packs? Should it be considered if it was given away for free from a magazine or given out in a market stall on one of the Grand Prix weekends? What you think, which one is going to go for the most money? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on Friday morning when both of these should have ended by then, and we're going to see which one the market decides as being the holy grail of F1. So we're going to find out on Friday. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and you tick the little bell notification so you get notified when I upload new videos. That's it from me, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope I've helped educate you a little bit more in the world of F1. Make sure you smash the like button up on this video. I really do appreciate it. And like I say, you can join me on any of my social medias, Hammonds Hobbies or the F1 Sports Card Group, and head on over to hammondshobbies.com, where I will be listing more vintage cards on my website once I get round to it at the start of next week. So expect more vintage cards like these Lewis Hamilton rookie cards to be featured on my website, hammondshobbies.com, very shortly. That's it from me, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.